So as I do whenever a new COD comes out, I use pretty much every gun that's available to me to try them all out and see what's the best. And when I unlocked this gun, and I started using it, I knew that this was easily the best pub gun in the game. And I also knew the best class that will go with it. So, without further ado, here it is. It's the Volk, and you use pretty much the perks and stuff that I'm using. So I have the Deadeye variant. You can buy that after 200 salvage, which just makes it more consistent as far as I'm concerned. Makes it even more just like, you know, overpowered. The reason it's so good is it's a 3-hit kill, consistent. So as you can see there, the damage is 72 down the bottom, and the damage for the MD4 is 60. So it's the highest damage in the entire class. MV4 pretty much is seen as the best gun in the game when it's a consistent 4-shot kill. This gun is a consistent 3-shot, and you don't need a grip on it because it's still a laser beam. It's basically like an AK-47, except way better. You use a quick draw on a stock for the extra mobility. You don't need extended mags because the energy type weapon that it is. NV4, for an example, is a ballistic rifle, and then you'll see like energy rifle, ballistic rifle, energy rifle, energy rifle. The energy rifles automatically refill their magazines 1 bullet at a time. So it'll go, let's say you shoot 5 bullets, it'll automatically refill like 26, 27, 28, etc. It's a 28 magazine, and because of that little effect that the energy weapons have, it basically means it has an extended clip on its own, because it automatically refills from reserves. So you won't be needing any secondaries, lethals, or tacticals. Dexterity is a really good perk because it's basically like sleight of hand, and you can switch weapons faster and pick up weapons faster. So that just makes you a bit quicker, like having fast hands in old CODs as well as sleight of hand together. So that's a really good perk. Pretty much a staple for me. As well as hardline. You want hardline so you can get those score streaks faster. And marksman is a really good perk because there's nothing really that good available in the perk 3 slot. Pinpoint I guess is okay, but I can't really notice it. And marksman just helps at longer ranges and stuff. Just being able to pinpoint your enemies. Get it, pinpoint, but pinpoint actually isn't as good as marksman. You can use ghost. I don't really like people using ghost, so I don't recommend it. I only had ghost on because we were versing people that kept using ghost. But otherwise, most of the time I'd end up running recon, and I guess you can run any of these perks, blast shield or overclock, they're all good. They're both okay. And then scavenger, once you unlock it's really good just to keep your score streaks going, because it does run out of ammo pretty quick, because you know most assault rifles only give you 2 mags reserve, so scavenger helps out as well. And then score streaks, you can run whatever you want. This is just what I had on at the time, UAV counter warden. I'll probably chuck on advanced UAV once I unlock it. I'm not quite there yet. But the main thing that makes this class good, and it'll make any class good, is actually using the rig that I'm using here, which I don't think I've seen anyone really use, but it has really good synergy together. So basically you pick the rig PERK, and you use the payload reactive armor, so you get that extra kinetic armor type thing from Black Ops 3, except it's way better than kinetic. It can chew far more bullets, and you can basically run it like 3-4 people at a time, and as long as like they're kind of missing a few shots, you can pretty much take them all out, especially considering how fast the Volk actually kills. And then when you pair it with infusion, regenerating your health faster, it makes it far better. So a lot of people usually pick man-at-arms because you get more ammo. I don't think anyone really uses shockwave. I haven't seen anyone use it, but most of the time they'll use man-at-arms. But if you use infusion as well as this, they just pair so well together, and this like pretty much halves the time it takes to regen. So you can pretty much always recontest gunfights, making it really easy to kill multiple people at a time. And that's about it really for the video. If you guys want to use it, definitely try it out. I created this by myself, didn't take it from anyone else, but I definitely recommend it. And hopefully it'll be actually like, you know, a staple in the class setups, because it's really good, really consistent. I really enjoy this gun, and it works really well with this rig setup. I know it's going to annoy a lot of people actually, because I think this kind of setup is really overpowered in terms of the rest of the game. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you learned something, and peace.